Hi, my name is Jeff, and today I wanted to address a little bit of a question I had in my mind and couldn't find anybody talking about it regarding tomatoes. And specifically, how to grow and support tomatoes when you're growing them indoors and you don't have that much space and you want to have something that is flexible. Now, as you can see, behind me here are some nicely growing tomato plants, and I'm growing them hydroponically using the Kratky method. The thing is, most of the time people either grow them outdoors and stake them or make them grow on a treillis, or people grow them in a grow tent. And sometimes they will put stakes in the containers, but that's kind of difficult, or they're gonna use smaller tomato plant cultivars, cherry tomatoes, and the kind of plants that are going to be a little bit bushier and not grow that much, and they're going to keep topping them so that they stay relatively small and then just kind of branch out to the sides. Now, what I wanted to do here is to grow tomatoes hydroponically indoors with natural lighting, with the minimum amount of equipment required, and in a way that I can relocate them depending on which direction the sun is coming from. Because I have windows on multiple sides, I have the luxury of having sunlight coming in at different times of the day. So in the afternoon it's going to be in one room, and in the morning it's going to be in that other room. So I want to relocate the plants whenever possible, depending on the seasons and the time of the day. And therefore, how do you support tomatoes so that they can grow up, especially the undetermined cultivars, the ones that keep growing and that keep fruiting endlessly? So what I did, I bought a set of shells. In this case, I got it from Amazon. You can get it for $60 US. You can also find that kind of thing at Costco or many places. What interested me with this one is that it has 5 shelves, and what I've been specifically looking for is a shelving system on wheels. So the idea here is that I can move this thing, and I can simply put it by the window, move it to a completely different room, and it also makes it easier to treat the plant, to change the nutrients, flush the containers. The containers are at the bottom of this system. So the plants grow there, and the idea is I want to twine them in the shelves, as you're seeing here. As they grow, of course, they kind of need support, and the problem with these indeterminate tomato plants is that they tend to grow really high, especially with the fruit. At some point they're going to collapse under their own weight. So what I did is not only I want to twine them in the shells, but I also used some Velcro. You could technically use pantyhose, you know, the kind of stretchable socks kind of thing, and that's what many gardeners do. But in my case, I preferred to have a cleaner solution, so I just went to Home Depot and found some gardening Velcro. And the idea with the Velcro is that it's one piece that is adhesive on both sides. So you just do one loop, you can get a roll, looks like this, and this is actually Velcro brand. Just buy a roll, cut whatever pieces you need, and then use that to have the tomato stems attached to the shafts of your shelving system. And that way it should hold together. At least so far it hasn't collapsed on me. We'll see. But even then, it is important to keep topping your tomato plants. So once they reach that height, you can't really go much higher without support. So I just keep topping them, and you have to do that anyway because you want to stress the plant into producing flowers and therefore fruit. If the plant is growing too well, it's not going to feel any stress, so it's just going to produce a lot of leaves and not produce any fruit. That's it. I just wanted to talk about shells and tomatoes on shells. I hope this was useful to you. If you're new to this channel, this is actually a business channel, believe it or not, but I kind of wanted to address this whole monstrous plant on shelving thing before I do some new videos, because this is probably going to show up in the background. I mean, it has some sort of decoration purpose. You may or may not agree with my decoration choices, but it is what it is. So yeah, that is all I had to say for today. Feel free to give it a thumbs up if you found it useful and share it with friends. See ya!